GCS April Race winner bracket final best of 5. It's 1-0 the Orc Slayer versus Focus, and I think this year Focus is kind of flying under the radar. Last year we saw him win tournaments. He was the third best earning player, I guess, in the entire scene, right behind 1-0 and TH. This year, I don't know, man. Second place in Fast Cup, behind Sock yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. But apart from that, what have we seen from Focus, really? Not too much. He's now in the winner bracket final, but as I said, 1-0 is the Orc Slayer. In his group, in the round of 16, he faced 2 Orcs, he went 4-0. In the playoffs, he faced 2 Orcs with Lin and TH, playing off-race. He defeated them each 2-0. So he's 4-0 in series versus Orcs. He's 8-0 in maps versus Orc. And now, here comes Focus. What chance does he stand against the reborn juggernaut that is 1-0?
He has defeated him before. He is not like bad against Undead or anything, but I'm pretty sure that the historic stats between them will go to 1-0. And if I'm Focused here, I'm like, especially, well, you're never supposed to be afraid, and you're not supposed to respect your opponent too much either, but I couldn't be able to help it because he defeated like every kind of style. He defeated Standard, he defeated the Super Lame from TH, like he seems to be in good shape against everything. 1-0, as I said earlier, perhaps back in shape finally, after his very disappointing performance at the last GCS. But ever since the Super GCS, which he won, he seems to be experiencing a bit of an upswing. So, new patch, what hero? It is still the Blade Master, even on Amazonia.
Alright, as we said many times before, Amazonia not the best map for stacking the Blade Master, but there is a few slippers, which can be nice. There's a few claws as well, who are always nice. Not as good as they were, but I mean, still a decent item. Apart from that, 2 times Boots of Quel'Thalas, he might be able to go and snipe them from the mercenary camps. Focus certainly one of the best item hunters in the game that made him so successful last year. So, what can we expect from Focus? He's certainly not a lane player, like TH and Infi play it, Lin sometimes, but Focus is pretty straight up, right?
Well, the one thing that I would definitely expect from him, because he does it almost every game, is Sapper abuse, especially on this map. Undead started playing around it when Focus is playing, with the Ghoul close to the laboratory, always harvesting lumber there. It is now very well known that Focus will go for that most of the time. I wonder if he's going to do it again. Now, I agree with you. Usually he doesn't go for that super lame, you know, double Bestiary and Raiders and Pillage and all that. But Sapper plus Speed Scroll, he likes those.
So I looked up Focus's results this year. As I said, not the greatest performance this year. His best was the 3rd place, the bronze medal in Seer Cup. Apart from that, some quarterfinals in Automats Cup, for example. In DSL, he went 5th to 6th, but he also lost very early in AWL and Color Cup. I don't know, certainly not his year yet, maybe due to the new patch or something. He's going in with Circlet and Slippers, and is 1-0 scouting this? Okay, Windwalk expires. More damage onto... Oh, that was a clause for the Blade Master, but I think the experience went to the DK, who's stuck now though. Whoa. Great block! GG! What? Game is over! DK would have died. And this is the 1-0, the first map loss for 1-0 after 3 minutes, 14 seconds. What an opening for the Korean.
What the fuck was that, dude? Wow.
That was a sick Blade Master, that was a sick timing, and that was a sick grunt block.
And that was like perfectly played by Focus. Slight mistake there by 1-0 to maneuver himself into that trap, but all the praise to Focus. So well done. And also, that's a creep route that's new. He skips his own Renegade.
Yes.
He runs over to the right Berserker. Usually was always the left Berserker. Only picks up that one, gets the Circlet, and then goes Harass. That costs a lot of mana. But of course, if you get last hit or item, that's amazing. All right. New creep route to consider for the Undeads and to react to. And Focus gets an easy win here.
Unbelievable. 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Did we ever see such a fast game in Orc versus Undead? I mean, we've seen some crazy games that went like 4 minutes or 5 minutes of TH versus 120, especially in Neostar League. He is kind of a rager, isn't he?
I suppose so. Well, I mean, it's the first map. He has a safety net lower bracket, and it's only a qualifier. So there's a lot of, factors as well that may play into his mind of, well, it's not that important. But the thing is, he does need the points. We mentioned this before. It's not like he scored very highly in the previous 2 races. So
yeah, he didn't attempt the first one and dropped in the prelims in the second one.
And I mean, if you look at that game, if you look at that replay, if you want to go super in depth, when he GG'd out, he had like, I don't know, 200 health. He could have just TP'd, Yeah. He could have TP'd. He still had the experience from the Renegade.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was kind of awkward.
Yeah, sometimes it's like that. Second map is up. Twisted Meadows it is this time.
Undead picking Twisted, what? Okay. I wonder what that's gonna be. Could you invite me? That would be so awesome.
Oh, of course. Lots of people here in this room. Baffled people, I imagine. What a start for Focus, man. 120 seemed so unbeatable, but yeah, you got caught off guard by surprise there. And this is still...
that DK didn't have a TP? Really? Did he sell his TP? I have trouble believing that. Against Orc? Maybe just trolling. Well, what does that tell us about 120's mindset today? Is he not gonna take the last day of the qualifiers seriously?
It's so weird. It's like, you can earn so many points here. You can get so much money here. Maybe he just, like, doesn't want to waste time and have a fresh start with a new mindset. Just, shrug it off. And go next. Unbelievable scenes here to open up this winner bracket final. Focus with a 1-0 lead. Next map is Twisted.
Usually a very good orc map. You can go for expos far away from your opponent. There's lots of claws to pick up. There's lots of amazing items, in fact, to pick up. And most importantly, there's tons of creeps to be able to level your 3rd hero, which is a must nowadays in the meta game for orc in the very late stages. This used to be the map where Undeads first started playing fast hero because fast fiends really seem to be super bad. But 120 seems to be playing the anti-WFZ at the moment, always going fast fiends.
Yeah.
And perhaps he's trying to trick his opponent Focus here, trying to make him assume that it is going to be the fast DK, which will usually trigger the Blade Master to creep carefully because he doesn't want to get punished by Coil too easily. And by the way, there's a Remo special creep route here.
Oh! Enlighten us, my friend.
So this is not new. Avid Remo creep route fans will know about this already, which is go for 2 fiends, go for the early sacrificial skull, and then go for the gold mine. That can work, that gives you level 2 immediately, and that's really nice. Can give you a great item as well, but if you get scouted and if you get creep jacked, that can become very painful.
Yeah, especially on these positions. I mean, they don't know about it yet, but it would be great. Like, this base is so far away from the natural of 120. So the Blade Master will most likely A, not expect it, B, not reach it in time.
That's of course the thing about one borrow taking orcs. They don't scout. So how is he going to use this Blade Master? Is he going to just creep his gnolls with the first grunt? Usually that's not what you do on TM because again, you expect the fast DK, you expect him to harass or to be creeping himself, and you don't want to let that happen too easily. Gets the circlet. And will actually go creep, alright.
Okay, that's a unusual start. I mean, it's kind of obvious that you can go for it, but usually Focus goes for something else, especially like the shop, Tome of Experience creep, or gamble, and then, harass from there. 120 is sending a fiend to the gold mine, man.
Yeah, this works. You can use 4 skeletons, sacrificial skull, that's enough.
Did you teach him that at GCS last time?
Yes. All his success is only because of me. And actually, I don't know if this I had done before, but this creep route I did not copy from someone. So, but I mean, you know, there's either this one or going for the null. So it's not, you can't get too creative here. But here it is, 2 Fiends coming out. Can Focus find him? He is kind of close to the undead base, but how quickly is he really going to see him creeping?
Okay, he's sending the Ghoul to the little gnolls, and he's sending the Blade Master over to... we don't know yet. He scouts this orange one, but that's not working. He's going to the next green one, but he's not there. Will 1-0 be in time, or could this be another 4-minute game? DK got the cloth +9, certainly nice, but the Blade Master arrives.
Okay, but the big creeps are dead. He would love to get one more Trapper for his level 2. But they ensnare. It's a little dangerous. We don't want to get the Fiend ensnared again. That might result in a kill. Alright, here we go. The Grunt comes in. How good is this block gonna be? Blade Master, of course, with only the ring and the circuit and level 1. Not the most damage, so these Fiends should be safe even without Aura. Alright, and this was a successful start for 1-2-0, getting a big item. Not really getting punished for creeping this, only having delayed his level 2 a little bit, but the Blade is delaying his level 2 himself, so pretty even across the board, I would say, early game-wise. Perhaps slight lead for the Undead.
And it's so easy to get level 2 with the little gnolls here on the green spot. That is a matter of like 2 seconds or so. So Unholy Aura will be available, and then regen and health, and movement speed will be applied to the entire army. Blade Master starts creeping as well. Critical strike for him. Usually a great undead map here for creeping, but that goes for the orc as well. DK comes in. Can he steal the big ogre? Can he get revenge for what happened at Amazonia?
Your Focus will not allow this. He's just running away from the creep camp. He's expecting the Fiends to come in, I guess, of which we have 3 right now, so pretty good damage against the Grunts here. Blade Master using another of his Windwalk. He saved a lot of mana here, so if he could get to level 3 and then spam all his mana on tier 2, that would be really good. Again, bad positioning for the DK. Takes way too much damage. He did get the last hit and the item.
Yeah.
But down below 250 HP now.
He has to be careful, certainly. But he has a TP this time. And the Blade Master is not that scary. Last game he had Slippers, for example, more attack speed, more damage. This time, not so much. Little unlucky with the Ring of Protection. Tier 2 tech is almost finished for 1-2-0. Focus is already taking to Tier 2. We see a Shadow Hunter, Beastery, and Berserker Strength.
He only has 2 Grunts.
Yeah. It's not the fastest creeping.
Is he gonna stay on 2 Grunts only? So now, whether he wants to be aggressive or wants to go creep, like... his options are kind of limited with only 2 Grunts. One of them even hurt. SH moving out into the middle, heal selves, speed scroll. Now it's time to decide. Aggressive or passive. Usually nowadays it's always passivity because you need that level 3 in the late game. And against players like 1-2-0, sometimes you don't even find any Fiend kills at all. So 1-2-0 is safe to keep on creeping, getting closer to his level 3. He'll almost be there with this Overseer, and the Lich for him is coming out as well. Delaying his tier 3 here by quite a bit. Oh shit, it's a Temple plus Slaughterhouse. This could be a tier 2 all-in.
He played that before, yesterday, against the Raider lane. Depends on how fast this creep is. But the Fiend is dying. No coil for that. Too much damage thanks to the Hex. And this is the big danger for undeads on tier 2. Once Hex is there, your Fiends are in trouble. You can't really coil against that. But look at the claws already. The Lich is a monster with plus 15. But you're kind of right, man. It is Temple and Slaughterhouse before the tier 3 tech. And this tier 3 is so delayed. I don't really know what to think of it. Like, Lucifer played this tower strategy for quite a bit, but there's no Sacrificial Skull, there's no Acolyte moving out.
Dude, this is what I played for like a year on W3 Arena. Always tier 2, all in the Orc player. What the Orc wants to do here is counterattack and, you know, force the Undead back that way and wait for reinforced defenses. But he wasn't really in position, and now Burrow's in trouble, and if he loses one Burrow, this DK is level 3.
Alrighty, mass repair, but there is no Nova thanks to Frost Armor level 3. He got 1 Peasant, but Focus would be supply stuck. That means not a second Raider no Headhunters, Kodo, whatever. He gets that one. Old school undead play against the Orc base. Speed Scroll being used for the engagement. Grunt dies immediately. Hex on the DK to not be able to coil him. Goes for the Blade Master instead to keep him low. And he's keeping that position here and keeps the Orc away from the shop, which is pretty nice.
He's gonna come in now. He has lots of ensnares to work with. There's only one coil, soon to be two. I would imagine he's gonna force the coils on the Fiends and then go for the Lich perhaps. That's the most apparent play. DK hexed, can't coil the Fiend. Oh my god, is he gonna lose two Fiends here? He saves the one and the second one as well. Range has to be, ensnares to be used again. And he gets the Fiend. Here's the TC now. Double level up. Big deal for the Orc. Here comes the Banshee. Curses the Blade Master immediately. The way it's supposed to be. Should curse the TC as well, I suppose. But uses that coil. Okay, now he's out of coils. But he also only has 2 Raiders left.
Indeed. The statue's in trouble. Misses the crit. Misses another one. Heal Wave coming in. Finally gets 94 damage. It's only crit level 1, obviously. His potion as well. Nice stun. So he's not able to coil anything out. He's out of mana anyway, but no damage. Potion being used. He is attacking the next Banshee with another critical strike. So soon to be no curse anymore. TC is in the middle of everything, but no mana for another stomp. That would have been disastrous. But 1-0 is surviving this fight with 3 Fiends and a statue and his 2 heroes, and he can continue to push.
And the Orc shop's dead. No Orb of Lightning yet, no Clarities, 3 heal cells. That's all the healing he has. He needs to set up a shop in his base again. You remember when I was talking about your shop behind buildings, Neo? You remember that one?
Yep. You were certainly right about that. Lots of curses on the units as well. And Focus is supply stuck. He's going for one more Raider, but that's it. 38 out of 40. He's building another burrow, but that takes some time. Is there another coil? Oh, yeah. Coil and Frost Armor saves this. He's still on tier 2. He continues to push on tier 2, and the Raiders are intercepting the reinforcements. Statue and Fiend. Of course, he takes out the Fiend first. Another one ensnared by the creeps. A little unlucky for 1-0 here. Oh, another Fiend. Oh, yeah, this is hard.
Pulling out these creeps there, I'm not so sure about that move. He's gonna delay this a little. Hex on the DK prevents the coil, for which there wasn't any mana anyways. Really good usage of the Raiders though, to cut off these reinforcements. And that's usually the way you want to do it. You don't want to take the fight. You're not really strong yet. You want to keep the undead back, cut off reinforcements. Focus is doing it well. And he's gonna get another Fiend here. But the big creep camp goes to 1-0. Shit item though. 200 gold at least. Level 2 for the Lich. Nova enabled. Even more damage now.
Dude, 1-0 lost so much. A Fiend, a Statue, and a Banshee. These 3 Raiders and the Grunt, man. Medal of Honor for them so far, keeping focus in the game. Shop is back. Kodo is coming. Or second Kodo is coming, I should say, rather. No upgrade yet on the Kodo Aura. Just wants to have the 2 to snack some Fiends with Speed Scrolls, which are available now. The Guerrilla troops coming back, and 1-0 is still not teching.
And I think at this point it's too late.
Yeah.
I give you tech now, you give the Orc all the time in the world to power creep. To expand perhaps. So is he forced into an all-in? Again?
It's gonna be hard. What can he really do? The Orc is rising in levels. His items are getting better. What did he get here? Oh yeah, Vamp Aura is the dream. He's getting creep check though. Fiends find him. 1 Raider is low. Shadowhunter a little bit exposed here. We do have a Nova ready, or 2 actually. And Frost Armor, of course.
He doesn't scroll speed. Massive Stomp could be here. Why is he not using it? There it is! Hitting 3 Fiends and the Lich. Going for Zeppelin even. Very unlikely that the Undead has Web at this point in the game. He already devoured one of the Fiends. But he's losing Raiders as well. Kodo Beast saved. No, not saved. The other one died, I suppose. Kind of missed that. Raiders using them inside the Zeppelin to use the ensnares. And just barely saved him. The Lich is in trouble. There is a Hex. Coil, excuse me. The Storm comes in a little bit too late, perhaps. One statue is going to get taken out, but the other one still survives. And 1-0 has taken a magnificent fight here. It seemed like this was the one timing he needed to hit to still make this push work. The Kodo survives again, but he has Web now. No more saving with the Zeppelin here. But the Blade Master is putting in the damage. And the undead heroes are out of mana. So how is he really gonna die?
Level 4 on the Death Knight, lots of misses, and again misses the critical strike here, but Purchase coming in, dispels the Frost Armor, reapplied though. TC a little bit in trouble, has to be microed away. Another Purge secures another kill, if there's no misses, but here we go. 41 supply for the Undead, 36 for Focus, but He can heal up. He needs some mana though, I guess. Oh, there's a heal wave. There's almost a storm. And reinforcements are coming.
And there's no more coil. There's no more Nova. And this Blade dude has 11.6 armor. And there's no orb against him. As long as the undead heroes don't have mana, he is never going to die.
Yeah, he has an Invo Potion as well. Here you can see 41% damage reduction. And it's so easy for him to snipe those statues. There's only one remaining regenerating mana now, which is so necessary. Invo Potion being popped. Level 3 on the Shadow Hunter, who has mana as well. So the Blade Master will be back to almost full HP in no time. Also, of course, thanks to the Vamp Aura, which gives him a lot of HP back. Next statue in focus, and now all regen is gone.
He's killing more fiends, one after the next. With no more curse, the damage is high for him, even without claws. And this seems to be the beginning of the end. This looked like a good push once again by 1-0, but in the end it doesn't work. Focus has held. He's taking more and more kills. Blade Master running away. If he dies, this might be the one opportunity, but he is not going to die.
Speed scroll disengagement. He finds another fiend that was a little misrallied, close to level 4, and then level 2 critical strike kicks in. If I'm not oh no, it is critical strike 2 already. There is a coil, but he's far away from a Nova, so the nuke is pretty weak, and since there's no Dark Ranger, he can do whatever he wants with his heroes. GG! 2-0 for Focus!
In less than 20 minutes.
Yes.
What the hell was this? I mean, game 1, we can chalk that up as, I don't know, impatience or something. But game 2, he decides to go all in for no real reason. Like, he didn't have a massive lead. He wasn't massively behind. I always dislike when players, or most of the time dislike when players go for that, where they put themselves into an all-in situation, because there was no transitioning out of this. If that doesn't work, it's over. And Focus did it well. He held on well. Banshees and statue push looked scary, but he weathered the storm. He got the shop up again. He got the lightning orb. He got level 3 SH finally after some time. It was scary for him, but he holds on. He's in the final, and now he has 5 points already guaranteed in this qualifier.
This is a best of 5, Remo.
Oh shit, it's a best of 5. Well, never mind. It's not over.
Yeah, 1-0. 1-0 has one more chance. He can come back, but he has to win 3 games in a row, and there is orc map choices to be made. But of course now he can once again pick his own map. And Mikey PX being a little generous today, giving a sub to Outsmarthen. Thank you very much, Mikey, and enjoy your replay packs. And no advertisement, man. If you want the replay packs, join our Discord, connect your Discord account to your Twitch account, and then you will be invited to a secret channel where the download links are to be found. Next map is Terraner Stand LV.
He didn't veto that? Okay, I mean, I guess we have to reconsider our old views on this map, because it's the new version. Everything's different. Well, I guess the terrain is the same, but the creep camps, everything's different. And the bases, and the merc camp, and the laboratory.
Yeah, laboratory is not close to the main anymore, so that's fine. I invited you. Are you coming? Yes.
So it's certainly still possible for 1-0. Getting 3 maps in a row, though, is going to be hard. This used to be a super good orc map.
Yes.
How is it nowadays? I don't really know. You can grab up a lot of claws very quickly here, but we also know, of course, claws have become weaker.
I think a lot depends on the items and how fast you can creep and what kind of creep route you have. Because there's so many consumables. If you're lucky, you can have a great start.
Yeah, it's true. Like, especially the natural has to be changed. That is just so broken. That cannot be a Book of the Dead, dude. That is just way too unfair.
I think last Terraner Stand is really gambling map at this point. Quite hard, quite bad, but you know.
And the outskirt base is also easy to grab up that claws +9 or Pen of Energy, or you can get the ring +3. It's the old issue with the balance drops.
And right next to it might be a Tomb of Experience, so Also, I don't know, man. Matt Morris has to put some work into Terranas Stand LV for sure. So, Remo, map 3, Terranas. It's starting, and it's 3 match points in a row for this little guy from South Korea. He's very sleepy in real life, but damn, is he awake today. Lots of coffee, apparently. Defeating the before undefeated 1-2-0, who went 8-0 only against Orcs to be here in this winner bracket final today. Not the best games of his.
Focus could grab the lead here, by the way, in the point standing overall. He is only 6 points behind first place, so he could make a big jump. Of course.
Yes, with Infi dropping in the prelims and with Live not attending this qualifier at all, you're right. With 10 points, he is the leader.
Precisely. All right, no Terranas. I have played it a lot on ladder already, but I'm still learning. I still don't know all the ins and outs here. The one thing that everyone seems to be able to agree on is the drops are just too strong, man. The drops are just too strong. Mercamp, too strong. Gold mine, too strong. Outside gold mine, too strong. Green camps in the middle, too strong. And even the green camp next to the merchant is too strong. What does the merchant drop again? I think it's the same, right? I think it's the lightning shield. I'm not sure about that one, actually.
Me neither.
Yeah, but lots of very powerful items to grab up. And Focus, known to be a very good item hunter, as you called him earlier. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to snag them up quickly. I could see him trying to go for Book of the Dead early with a grunt pull or something, and then popping it in the undead base during tech. That's always painful.
We've seen this before. We've seen this defended before. I think it was Lucifer who defended it. I'm not too sure. So it's not like you find this and it is instant GG. If you see it, you can react to it, you can adapt to it. But yeah, it's certainly nice to have that. Also, the Mana Stone, also for creeping the healing wards are insane.
Yeah.
So I think this entire drop has to change at some point. Wind of the Wind also, like, imagine...
Wind of the Wind in the early game.
Early tier... Yeah, exactly. Like, early tier 2 with Hex and Wind of the Wind, yeah, have fun with that.
Yeah. Or you force a DK TP early, you wand, surround him again,
yeah.
GG.
Yeah, indeed. So... Yeah, as an orc, you might... Ooh.
I guess he's just going for an offensive shot. Haven't seen that in quite a while. Okay. And here we go, Blade Master going for the claws first. The little level 3 wizards drop him. So easy to take out. You can get to right away in the middle. And there's the first one. Claws +6, congratulations. Downside to this is you don't get too much experience. As you can see, only 48 from that one. DK got the Cloak of Shadows. And tier 2 starts for the Undead as well. Orc pretty decently far ahead. Thanks to skipping the shop and the one borrow tech, of course.
Yeah, shop is coming up now here next to the bridge. And Focus. I've not seen this creep route before. I mean, Fly always creeping the bottom lane. But going straight to the middle, haven't seen that yet. Gloves of Haste for the DK. Skeletons creep the rest. This Tunneler is also a claw spot, but it's only a ring for him. So yeah, it's basically 1.28 play, right? Like, sniping the level 2 permanent items and then do whatever.
Yeah, kind of. Got the circle as well. Oh, he's trying to take out his opponent's Enforcer here. Oh, if 1-2-0 had seen this, this was so close.
Oh, nighttime, man.
Is the grunt gonna die? No, okay. A lot of poison damage here. Whoop! Oh shit, the grunt dies. But it is the Wand of the Wind.
Double disable, super early tier 2, triple disable once the Raiders have ensnared.
Look at 1-2-0's creep though. He could have done this without a Fiend. He could have done this with only Skeletons. And this can be a greater mana. Another one of those cards would be too strong.
Sword the Beast, also nice, since there's no Dispel. Fiends have great damage, and this, of course, boosts your damage percentage-wise. So, for Lich, for Fiends, this is a seriously great item. Especially if he goes for another Burrow Go. I mean, the bases are quite far away from each other, but yeah, it's basically good in every single moment of this game.
And you can see the creep route lined up pretty nicely here for Focus. Perfectly on level 2 with taking out one of these little wizards. But there was a lot of time invested for just barely level 2. But he did get the items. And of course, the big one is the Wand of the Wind. What can you do with it? With 3 grunts, he should be able to get an easy Fiend Surround or DK Surround.
He only has 2 because he lost 1.
Yes, that's correct.
And so he doesn't have 4 units, and a 3-unit surround is not possible if you don't have trees next to you or other obstacles.
But he shows his Wand of the Wind here. 1-0, knows about it now. Knows to be very careful, especially once he has lost the TP, should he lose the TP. He's out of mana as well. Tier 2 is done. And the Orc is rushing Tier 3 very fast. Farseer, excuse me, Shadowhunter, not Farseer, coming in. And the Bestiary. Standard play out of Focus. What is 1-0 doing?
1-0 is going for a Sacrificial Pit first on Tier 2.
Alright, that's gonna delay his tech by a lot. Like, he has to decide Tier 3 now or Slaughterhouse.
Yeah, it doesn't cost a lot of gold, but it costs a lot of lumber.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting.
He's
so
down
he
to
goes
0.
Tier 3. So his
Is he rushing worms? I mean, that would be certainly a surprise and nothing that we see often or at all. And nothing that makes sense, but...
I mean, an early Shade is super nice against the Blade Master, of course. Don't have to invest into Dust, you'll always know where he is. When you start a fight, you'll see him coming in, you can put damage onto him. And he's gonna have that Shade very soon. Creeping continues, level ring +3 for the DK here. Not so fortunate. In the top right, we had the Talisman of Evasion. Okay. But again, a fairly passive game. Seems like we have to wait until Tier 3 until this game really takes off.
Yeah, the DK's inventory is pretty bad. I'd say a little more HP, a little more armor. The gloves are nice for the Lich, but that's about it. No claws, nothing interesting, no consumables. While we have an Ankh of Reincarnation as the second Tier 3 consumable for the Orc, so it's never wrong to have that against Undead. Can save you an Invo Potion or a normal potion or whatever. More Raiders are coming. Tier 3 is lining up perfectly. Warmill in construction as well, so Kodo Beasts are there. Level 3 for the Blade Master, and I think he's gonna go crit level 2 again. Wait, did he sell the Scroll of the Beast? Yes, he did. Why?
He wanted the monies.
Indeed.
Of which he has 800 gold almost. By the way, once again, 1-0 is playing this 2 Fiend only. We've seen this against TH, I think it was as well. So here's the Blade Master. He has level 3. Windwalk level 2 though. Okay. Orb of Lightning now as well. He's going to be able to roam around a lot. Aura, Scourge Bone Chimes will be sold, of course, on the Undead side. And the SH keeps on creeping. This camp should be his level 3 for him. And then he's pretty much in fighting shape. 1-0, almost Tier 3. Can go for... Oh, he's going for Fiend upgrades. Armor upgrades first.
What?
Okay.
Interesting. Again. On the other side, we see a TC. Oh yeah, Wind of the Wind. So nice. Purge. He can't even burrow if he wanted to.
That's so good. He can do it again.
1 charge, 1 kill.
Why is he not doing it?
He's waiting.
There it is. And early coil.
But no coil on the Lich! Oh no, this is so bad. Crit! Boom, down he goes.
Balance drops, boys.
And there's another one. I mean, the coil was there again, but Purchase. What can he do? What is he supposed to do against this? Nothing. Matt Morris, please someone clip this. Send this to @MattMorris at Twitter or something. Please change the drops. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, the new Terranas. We said earlier, it's kind of a gambling map. And
but well executed by Focus. But very well executed by Focus as well, we gotta say that.
Yes.
Like, he was not going for the Fiends. He realized, okay, the Fiends might be low, but look at the Lich. The creeps are doing way too much damage on him. And yeah, 3 charges used, 3 kills. That was 11 supply just gone from 1 item. Tiny Great Hall.
Bullshit, someone says. That has nothing to do with Blade Master.
No, not at all.
MK or any damage hero could have done the same thing there. Wand of the Wind is just kind of a broken item.
I mean, Blade Master is obviously the best for this, since you have Purge as well. He is actually going Boneyard, by the way, but this might be a little desperation.
Yeah, I mean, the Expo's up. There's already a tower there.
A
Orc's
player's
gonna
forces are under
skyrocket in supply very soon. TC is already level 2. SH is already level 3.
It's so funny, like the only Orc unit that took a fight so far is the Blade Master, and he killed 11 supply. Like, alone.
That's pretty good. Alright, second try. Maybe this time we can take the creep camp. Yeah, this is looking like a swift 3-0 here. We shouldn't kid ourselves. This game is nigh impossible. If Focus is replaced right now with an insane bot, maybe he still wins. What's this item again? I think it's greater healing or something, right? I forget.
Yeah, it's a bit consumable. Yeah. Wow, greater healing. Remo Stradamus. What's up?
So he's got a lot of survivability here. It's greater healing, greater invul, and an Ankh. So even hero kill is not possible for the undead. So which option is he left with?
I think 1-0 at this point can only hope for hero focus, and that's why he's going for worms to support this a little.
Yeah, but worms, you know, usually the great thing about them is the slow, but the orcs have scrolls of speed. Anyways, here we go. Fight on the bridge, perhaps. Does Focus want to take this? He doesn't have to take this. He can just let the clock run down. Time's on his side. But here we go. Dark Ranger with Dark Arrow first. What? So he's gonna get a couple of skeletons at least. And the Destroyer was, Frostborn was hexed, but the Destroyer is here to dispel. There's gonna be another hex though in a moment. Ghouls are doing some damage against the Raiders, and hold on. Is he winning this fight now? I guess he's winning this fight now. He's gonna kill another grunt here, certainly. Does he have a scroll of speed? He doesn't have a scroll of speed! Focus! How do you not have a scroll of speed, my boy?
There's a lot of consumables though on the heroes. He saves the TC with an invul, he saves the Shadowhunter with an invul, heals him up now. Re-engages into the fight, believing in his strong Blade Master here. Stun against everything that's on the ground. Shadowhunter escapes, but yeah, 1-0 is moving forward with his heavy air and still a statue on the ground, so he can heal up. Stun on the decay. And he's going... Is he going for the worm now? It's quite a big commitment. Oh yeah. Splits the damage into the worm and the DK. Scares him away, but there's a coil ready as the Shadowhunter is out of mana. No hex on him.
And the important thing for Focus was to get back to his shop. More and more healing will be available to him. The worm, he needs to survive, but there's a purge. Couple more hits will do it, but there's coils as well, but there's
TC.
That must be the death. TC will die. Level 2 hero falls, but the worm dies at the same time. That may have been the more important loss. Perhaps. Dark Ranger in trouble as well. She's only level 1 though. She gets the coil as well, and the numbers are really starting to add up here for the Orc. 55 supply. So much stuff on the ground. Blade Master dropping low, but he has the Ankh. Not to worry. Whereas 1-0 has barely anything left. He's gonna get the first kill here, but that one doesn't matter too much as he's losing everything else, it seems. Only the heroes left for him.
And they're bruised, man. What can he do? The Dark Ranger in trouble. Hex on the DK. Down is the third hero. GG. Focus 3-0s 1-0. And it's in the grand final, man. 5 points guaranteed. And that makes him surpassing Moon and surpassing Infi in the leaderboard for the GCS qualifiers, as well as a guaranteed $240. Also pretty nice. And yeah, 1-0 will be up against Sock or TH in the lower bracket final, where we have TH leading 1-0. No pun intended.
It's only 1-0?
Yeah.
So they started late,
Oh,
I guess.
fuck me.
What?
I checked the Liquipedia grid, because, you know, you can see which heroes are played, etc. Archmage first, obviously. Both humans went for Alchemist second. Imagine Breaker Wars with Alchemist behind.
Oh, that's right. Oh, goddamn.
Yep. Human Mirror just got extremely interesting.
And Human Mirror, it makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yep.
like it makes the most sense. It should be always good. Oh damn. Exciting times, Neo.
Indeed. We go for a little break and then we will cover the rest of this lower bracket semifinal, which is TH versus the big surprise in this qualifier, Sock. And yeah, exciting human mirrors ahead of us, boys, before 120 steps into the ring again to fight in the lowest finals and Focus fighting in the grand finals. So long day ahead of us. We're gonna be right back here at Back to Work.